So today we are going to understand the topic visualizing solid shapes. So basically we are going to understand in this topic about solid shape, that means the 3D shapes having 3 dimensions, which can be length, breadth and height. So now the circle, the square, the rectangle, quadrilaterals, triangles, all these are example of plane figures, or we can simply say 2D figures. And cuboid spheres, these are examples of 3D figures. So what is the basic difference between 2D and 3D? In 2D figures there are basically 2 dimensions, that means they can be length, breadth and height and length, anything. But in 3D dimension there is length, breadth and height. All these 3 dimensions are available over there. Now what is net for building 3D shapes? A net is a skeleton outline of a solid that can be folded to make it. The same solid can have several types of nets. Now drawing solids on a flat surface, how we can draw it? So solid shapes can be drawn on a flat surface like a paper. We call this 2D representation of 3D solid. For example, let me draw one for you. So what we can see over here, this is cube which I have drawn over here. So it is a kind of 2D representation of this 3D solid cube. Now oblique sketches. An oblique sketches does not have proportional lengths, still it conveys all important aspects of the appearance of the solid. And what is isometric sketches? An isometric sketch is drawn on an isometric dot paper. In an isometric sketch of the solid, the measurements are kept proportional. Now the main topic starts from here, which is visualizing solid objects. So visualizing solid shapes is very useful skill. For this, the ability of see hidden parts of the solid shape is required. So in simple words, what I can say you, that you should have imagination skill. If you have good imagination skill, you can imagine the figure, and you can also imagine the parts which is hidden. Now viewing different solutions of a solid. So one way of view an object is by cutting or slicing, and it results into the cross sections area of the solids. Now there are other ways also possible. So third way, or the second way, basically the second way is how we can understand is the slicing game. So we have already understood. Another way is shadow. So first one slicing, second one shadow, and the third one is we can just look at certain angle to get a different views. So now cuboid, sphere, cylinders, cone and the pyramid are examples of solid shapes. So over here you can see this is cone, cylinder, pyramid. Now in the cube, what we can see, there is a kind of vertex over here. This is face, edges, that means sides. Similarly, you can also find out how many edges, faces, vertices over here in the different solid shapes. Now a figure or shape whose faces are polygons, that means they can be triangular, quadrilateral, etc., is called a polyhedron. So if F, E, V and V denote respectively the number of faces, that means F represents face, E represents edges and V represents vertices, so of a polyhedron, then what we can write is F minus E plus V equals to 2. So this is a kind of, you can say, relation which is known as Euler's formula. Now over here we have some kind of relations for each of the given you can say 3D shapes. So for cuboid we have 5 faces, 8 vertices, 12 edges. Cube 6 faces, sorry, for cuboid 6 faces, and again for cube 6 faces, 8 vertices, 12 edges. Cylinder 3 faces, no vertices, 2 edges. Cone 2 faces, 1 vertices, 1 edges. Sphere only 1 face, and triangular pyramid has 4 faces, 4 vertices and 6 edges. So this is all about we can say the visualizing solid shapes. So basically in this whole chapter, the key point is what we need to understand, how we can use the Euler's formula, and here is the formula for that, which is F minus E plus V equals to 2. So always try to keep in mind this formula. It will be helpful in finding edges or vertices or faces. Whenever 2 variables are given and you need to find the one variable, you can easily find by using this Euler formula. Thanks.